everyone. I'm Laura.
And I'm Emily.
And we are here today with First National Bank of Waterloo. And we are going to teach you about saving money. We hope that it's something that you're good at, and we hope that it's something that we can teach you a little bit about. You might think or might be a little bit confused about why Waterloo. That's just our name, just like your name. And we have locations in many different communities in the area. So most likely we probably have a bank in your town. And so that's why we're here today.
How many of you have been to a bank? If you've been to a bank, can you raise your thumb and give us a thumbs up? If you haven't, you can put a thumbs down. Good job.
That's awesome. Who has a savings account? If you have a savings account, raise your left hand. What about a piggy bank or a money jar? You don't have to have a savings account, right? You can save your money at home, keep it in your wallet. If you have that, raise your right hand. Great job. You guys are good savers. So today what we're going to do with you, as you can see, this is our beautiful decision tree. And we are going to do an exercise with you about saving money. What we want to show you is that how everyday decisions can impact what you have, how much you spend, and how much you save. May not seem like a big deal at the time when you're going to make that decision, but you soon realize that those decisions that you make every day add up very, very quickly. So again, this is our beautiful decision tree. We hope that you really like it. On the tree, there are leaves, and on each leaf, there is a question. That question we are going to read aloud, and you have to make a decision about whether you're going to spend money or save money. And sometimes with the question, you have to spend a little bit, but you can also have a chance to save. So we're going to see how good of savers you are, and also see what kind of decisions that you make. Now remember, when we do this exercise, there's no right or wrong answers. We want you to answer honestly. We want you to answer what you would really do. Think about if you actually had to make that decision, what choice that you would make, and then we hope to learn from that and again, see how much they add up over time.
So to do today's exercise, you want to make sure that you have in front of you our handy dandy spend and save worksheet. And Laura and I will be filling that out alongside of you. And to fill it out, you need your handy dandy pencil. So make sure you grab your pencil. And are you ready to start?
I'm ready. Are you, Emily?
I am.
Awesome. All right, I will read the first question. I'm going to pick a leaf. You get an allowance of $5 per week. Do you spend it all, save half of it, or save it all? Now think about again what you would really do when you get your allowance. And we want you to answer your question. And so we're going to put it on the worksheet. Emily and I are going to answer the questions as well. So in your choice, we are going to put what your choice is. So you can put allowance, you can spend or save. And then in the spent or save, you will put the dollar amount.
And how much is it again?
$5.
Okay.
So if you did half of it, what would that be?
I think that would be $2.50.
You got it. So we're going to take 30 seconds or so and put down your answer on your worksheet.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick the next leaf off of our tree. This one says, if you want to have a fun evening with your friends, do you go to the movies and spend $15 each on a ticket, popcorn, and a drink? Or do you stream or rent a movie at home and pop microwave popcorn for $5? So we can either spend $15 to go to the movies, have popcorn and a drink there, or we can spend $5 and stream it from home or rent it at home and have microwave popcorn.
So just a reminder, you have to spend a little bit regardless. You have to spend a little bit to watch the movie. You have to spend a little bit for your popcorn, but you still have the opportunity to save a little bit if you choose the option of staying at home. So in your choice on your worksheet, if you go to the movies, you're going to spend $15 and you won't save anything. If you stay at home, you're going to spend $5, but you will save the difference of if you would have gone to the movies, which is 15 minus 5, and that's
10.
There you go. So let's put our answers down. That question was really hard for me to answer. I thought that was a difficult one because I really, really like movie theater popcorn. You too?
Me too.
Yeah. And I know that we all miss going to the movies, so maybe that question was as hard for you as it was for me. I may have spent a little bit of money on that one. We're going to go on and go to the next question. At summer camp, you are supposed to bring water each day for the week. Do you buy a new bottle at $1.25 for each day or refill a reusable one? So we're going to say, for the sake of simplicity, you're going to summer camp for 5 days during the week, not Saturday and Sunday. So at 5 days at $1.25 per day, we're going to take 5 times $1.25. Little bit of a tricky one is how much?
$6.25.
Very good. So you will either spend $6.25 or you will save $6.25 if you're going to refill your reusable one. Let's go ahead and write down our answer.
And for this one, I'm going to write down on the choice water.
And just remember, if you bring your own water every day, not only are you saving money, but you're also saving the environment. It's very
That is true.
responsible thing, I guess, to do.
All right. I'm going to get our next leaf. Ooh. Okay. You see a commercial for a new cereal. At the store, you find out it costs $2 more than the kind you usually eat. Do you try the new one or do you stick with your usual cereal? So the new cereal costs $2 more. So I can either spend the $2 more, or would I be saving it as well?
Or you would save the $2.
Okay.
That's correct. And remember on that one, with the cereal, you stand in the cereal aisle, you have the entire row in front of you, and they put all different colors on it, and there's unicorns, and there's superheroes, and there's toys in the cereal
I
box.
love toys in my cereal box.
And those are so cool, and that's the new cereal that you saw. But guess what? Like sometimes when you actually have the cereal, it's not really that good.
But the toy.
Maybe it is. Right. So think about that and think about what choice you would really make. And also, the next time you're at the store with your parents, we really want you to stop and think about whether that toy or whether the unicorn colored cereal is really worth that extra $2. And I also encourage you that when you're at the store the next time with your parents, look and see how much a bag or a box of cereal costs. Do you really know how much it costs? Have you ever looked at it? And have you ever compared the prices? Because that's something really great for you to start doing. All of these little things that you can think about it now will definitely make you develop habits that will help you in the future. I wish I would have done it more as a kid.
True.
Okay, so we're going to write down your choice.
We're going to write down cereal for your choice.
So we hope you got that one answered. We are going to do the next question. So I'm going to pick another leaf. You see a pair of jeans on sale for only $15. They're similar to ones you already have and spent a lot more to buy. You don't really need another pair, but they are a really good deal. Do you buy the jeans? It's kind of a hard question. If you really like them and it is a deal, what do you do?
And if you wear jeans every day,
yeah, it might be worth it. But if you don't really need them, is it worth it? We're going to write down our answer. Again, decide what you think that you would really, really do in your choice. In the choice column, you're just going to put jeans. If you are going to buy the jeans, you're going to spend $15. And if you don't buy the jeans, then you're going to save the $15.
okay. So I've decided what I'm gonna do with the jeans. I'm gonna pick another leaf though. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It was a little windy, so our tree got blown around a little bit.
All right. You want your parents to order you a new pair of shoes. You can order the exact color you want online and pay $8 more with shipping, or you can go to the store and get them in a color you don't like as much. Do you pay the $8 more to get the shoes you really want? So I can either spend $8, get the color that I want right away, or I can save the $8 and just get a color that I don't like.
That's
well,
right.
Or not that I don't like, but it's not my favorite color.
You don't like it as much.
Okay.
That's right. So we're going to focus on this one, on the $8, which is the shipping cost. The cost of the shoes obviously isn't in the question. And that is something that's kind of interesting. Do you know how much shoes typically cost? You know, it depends on where you get them from. They vary a lot. But is the color worth it to you or not? Hard decisions, isn't it?
All right, I'm writing down shoes.
Right. Okay, we're going to go on to the next question. Hope you decided if you wanted the shoes or not, or what color you wanted. The next question, this one is always get you thinking. You see a new video game. I know, that makes decisions really, really tough. It's coming out in 3 weeks. You can buy it ahead online or in a store for full price, or you can hope that it is available later where you get a $5 discount. Do you buy it now or wait to use the discount? Now remember, you hope that it's available where you have the discount. So it doesn't mean that you will for sure get it. So that's going to be the question. And what we're going to focus on is using the $5 discount. So not the price of the video game, which we all know can be a little bit costly. You'll either spend the $5 if you have to have it now, or if you're okay with checking to see if it comes in and using the discount, then you would save the $5. So in your choice, you're going to put video game and then decide if you're going to spend it or save it.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab our next leaf off of our decision tree. You see a shirt that you really like from your favorite store for $25. A little bit later, you see almost the exact same shirt, but just a different brand and from a different store for $10. Which shirt do you buy? This is a really good question because a lot of us have certain kinds of shirts that we like or brands that we like to wear, but sometimes they cost more. So, and sometimes you can find things that are almost exactly the same.
For not as much money.
Yeah. So in this one, we can either spend $25 or save $15. Because it would only be $10 for the one that isn't the brand and it's not from the same store, but it's basically the same shirt.
So you are going to have to spend a little bit regardless, because we're going to make you buy the shirt. You have to have the shirt.
Yes.
But
everyone needs shirts.
You're either going to spend the $25 if that store and that particular shirt is super, super important to you and you really have to have it, or you can spend the $10 on the shirt that's from the different store, but then you save $15 by doing that. So let's decide and put our decision down which shirt we're going to buy. So this is the last decision that you're going to have to make today. A new book just came out in the series you really like. You can buy the book for $7.99 or purchase an e-read book for $5. You can get it from the library, but somebody has already checked it out, so you'll have to wait 2 weeks to get it. Do you buy one now or wait to check one out? So there's a lot going on with this question, so we'll kind of break it down for you. You can buy the book for $7.99, so you would spend that. You can buy the book electronic, where you read it on your Kindle or one of your devices, for $5. If you don't really feel like you need to buy it and you're okay with waiting to read it later, then we'll just say you'll save the $7.99. We'll just keep it at that. Does that sound good?
That sounds good.
Okay, that's fair. So in your choice, you're going to put book. You're going to decide if you're going to buy it for $7.99, buy it for $5, or if you're going to get it from the library, then you're going to save $7.99. Okay?
Okay. We have no more leaves on our decision tree, which means that your sheet should be completely filled out with all of our different choices, from our allowance to the book, and then how you decided to save or how you decided to spend. So, and again, everyone can choose differently because Laura and I, did you buy jeans?
I did buy the jeans.
I spent money on the jeans, but I did not buy the shoes. So I saved money on the shoes.
I did go to the movies.
I did too.
Oh, so we're so
We went to the movies together.
We did. We missed
So-
it. We really like the popcorn.
Something that we can do, that you can do if you have a little bit of extra time and if you want to work on your math skills, is you can total down here at the bottom, there's some space, and you can write total, and then you can total the amount that you spent, and then total the amount that you saved, and look and see the difference in how much you spent versus how much you've saved. Some people like to save more, some people like to spend more, and that is okay. But remember, every penny counts. So anything that you save is great. It can add up and you can use it for later. How'd you do?
I think I did pretty well. I wish I would have done this when I was a little younger.
I know, me too.
We would have learned so much.
Yes.
When you add it up, you will see how it may not seem like a lot. You know, you are like, do I spend $2 on this cereal? Do I spend $5 on the book? You know, and all of those little decisions in themselves may not seem like a lot. It's a small amount of money. It's only $5. It's only $2. That's pocket change. That's okay. And it is. But when you total these up and you see how much it adds up to be in total, that could be $50 that you had that you spent, or $50 that you could have had that you saved, for example. So all of these little decisions do add up very quickly. And we hope that as you're making decisions now in thinking about how you spend your money, or not even your money, how you spend your parents' money, because we know that that is something that is a little bit different when you're not spending your own. But when you're making decisions about whether to spend or save, whether it's your money or your parents' money, we want you to be thinking in that same way.
Yes.
Whether you really need to make those decisions or not, or whether you really need it or want it.
And one way, to analyze that is thinking of what is a want and then what is a need. So a need is something that you have to have in order to survive or stay alive. So a need would be, like we said, everyone needs a t-shirt, everyone needs food. So if you have to spend money on that, that's something to think about. And then something that we want is maybe going to the movies and wanting to go do something fun with our friends. We don't have to do that. We want to do that. And that is how we can think and be smart spenders. Another thing that we want you guys to think about when you're saving is you can even ramp up your saving a little bit and think it through a little bit more. So here we have a savings jar or a piggy bank, right? But what if you divided that up and you thought of 4 different ways to save, and you had 4 different jars to save your money in? So we have, let me see here. So this is our savings. This is what we want to save. This is how much we want to spend. Anything in this jar we can spend. So whatever you have, you can buy something that's within the budget that's in your jar. The savings, you just keep saving and keep adding in that. But then what about whenever our friends have, say, a birthday party, or maybe your friend doesn't have enough money in their lunch account that day and you want to give them something? You can give out of this jar and keep putting money in there that you would give to other people. And then the last one is invest. Now, invest is kind of a tricky word. So when we think of investing, we think of long-term goals, our big goals. So maybe you're thinking about, I want to go on a specific vacation with my family. And if you and your family have talked about, maybe that's a larger expense. So that's something that you would have to save a little bit every time you get an allowance. You would put just a little bit in there and you would keep letting it build up. Another thing to think about, and I know it's a little early, but you can always think about what life after high school looks like. So if you're going to go to college, or maybe you're going to go to a trade school, or whatever you want to be whenever you grow up, whatever career you want to have, if you're wanting to go to school to continue for that, that is a great way to invest your money and save a little bit at a time, because it will become a larger and larger amount that can help you afford those things that you want later in life.
Yeah, and even your first car. It may seem like it's a really long way away. I remember when I bought my first car, and it's kind of scary if you don't have the money saved up for it. So those are something in the invest area that it's going to be many years from now that you're needing to use that money, but it may not be things that you're necessarily thinking of now. And it's really good to start thinking about that because those days will be here and all of a sudden you're like, I really want a car.
And they'll be here sooner than you realize.
That is very, very true.
Well, we want to thank you guys for joining us today and spending time making decisions and checking out our decision tree and talking about all of the different ways that we can save. We still have a few more surprises in store for you, so stay tuned. All right, are you guys ready for our special surprise? Here's Uno!
Yay!
Yay! Hi, Uno! This is our bank's mascot, and he is so much fun. Whenever you see us out and about, a lot of times you might see Uno. So watch out for Uno.
And don't forget to save. That's what Uno says.